Back at it again, man. Wednesday, man. You know, I got fringes on waistline, you feel me? Like, look. Wednesday, man. So you already know what time it is, man. Go for my run. 30 minutes. About 30 minutes, you know. I'm gonna get after it, you dig? Next time you see me, I will be sweaty. Next time you see me, I will be sweaty. You feel me? Man, it feels good to constantly know that you're doing everything you set out to do. You know what I mean? It feels good to go to the gym every day, because niggas ain't. It feels good to go on runs consistently, because niggas ain't. It feels good to have a job, because niggas don't. Not bragging. You feel me? Just saying, God blessed me with the position that I'm in, because He knows that I went through a good amount of time without it, and I never had no bad energy. I wanted better for myself. I ain't never hated on no nigga. I ain't never hated on no woman. I just wanted better for myself. And God was like, all right, I'm gonna bless you on my time. You feel me? And I'm blessed. To this day, say that. You know? I wouldn't have it any other way. I would not have it any other way. I'm truly blessed. You know, I put the time in, man. I work hard. You know what I mean? I was working hard even when I didn't really have no bread in my pocket, you know? And when I finally stopped smoking weed, you know, mainly having sex as well, when I stopped falling into my lust with pornography, masturbation, I really saw the fruits of my labor, you know? I got this job right before that. When I got the job, I didn't necessarily know that I would be quitting weed and porn and at this rate, you know? I didn't know it was gonna be this fast. I got my job a week later, my last time doing that stuff. You know what I mean? I am truly, truly, truly blessed that God chose me to be elect. I just have to show God that I'm worthy, that He didn't make no mistake. I know He ain't make no mistake, but you know, I still gotta prove to God that I'm worthy of this. He knows I'm worthy of this, but I still gotta prove to God I'm worthy of this. God gave me talents, and I'll be a fool to let these talents go to waste, because I will be punished for that. You think you're not gonna be punished if, look at the clouds, man. You think you're not gonna be punished if God gave you all this to help the world, help the children of Israel, and you don't do nothing with it? You keep it to yourself? You got all that wisdom from your life's experiences, and you don't share your testimony? You ain't out here convicting? You just being convicted? Man, look at this nature shot, boy. Come on now. I'm about to go on this run, and like I always say, next time I see y'all, I will be sweaty. BRB, man. Y'all see what I'm on? Tight. What up, YouTube? Just Stand Television, man. Oh, man. Well, I'll go to bed right now, man. Just Stand Television, man. I just finished my run. And like I said, next time you see me, I will be sweating. Man, Just Stand Television. It's a beautiful Wednesday, great weather. You know, somebody said it's the first day of summer. Who knows? You know what I mean? That's just what they say, you know. When it's hot, you know what I mean? That's just what it is, man. You come across a video, God bless you, man. You're supposed to be here for a reason. And if you stay until the end, you know, God bless you, you know. If you come across a video, you have to understand that the path to righteousness is easy hard, but it's really easy, you know. In reality, you just make certain choices, then you live, then you stay disciplined. So in theory, it's very easy, you know, but in reality, in the world, since we're in the world, especially nowadays, you know, wickedness has definitely skyrocketed, and it's definitely hard, you know, to stay away from the evil of this world at first. once you get used to, escaping the world, and you're not necessarily putting drugs into your body, you're making efforts to eat healthier, you're trying to learn the true history of the Bible, and you're not around people who have corrupt talk. At first it's hard to do that, because before you really woke up for real, you never realized how how deep you were in the devil's palm, and once you start to awaken and learn, not the new age spirituality, the Bible, you start to understand, like, I can see why people have they've been strayed away from the Bible. I can see why people believe in Orisha, or whatever you call it. I can see why people convert to Islam. I can see why people are Buddhists. I can see why, because it's all biblical. These people were destined to worship false gods off the backs of our fallen ancestors, who were corrupted by our enemy, Esau, who is the white man. If you come across this video, you have to truly understand that your purpose is bigger than just, helping people in the world. And what I mean by that is, your purpose is to help people spiritually. I could tell you some worldly advice on how to invest and get money, but none of that is going to affect your spirit, unless by doing those worldly things, you have a spiritual awakening, and that's different. But my method should be to teach you spiritually, and my message for this video is, you cannot live a righteous lifestyle if your acts and your wishes is considered unrighteous by God. Seems like common sense, right? Needed that. It seems like common sense, right? For example, there's a lot of people out here. Let's talk about the women. A lot of people, they want a husband. They want a man who is righteous. They want a man of God, correct? But what they want to do with that man is unrighteous things. They want a man of God to treat him like a queen, but they still want to have sex with that man when he's not her husband, which is sexually immoral, which is considered adultery. Adultery is not just cheating. Adultery is fornication. Fornication is sex outside of marriage, lust, And how can you expect to attract a man of God, a truly, truly righteous man, if you're trying to sin with them, And people will hide behind the guise of, we sin every day. Does that mean you're supposed to just jump into the lion's den? You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't correlate. People just want to make excuses for the lives they want to live and the sin they want to contend to, For example, you can't pray to God that you get, it's like praying for ill-gotten gain, You can't, these are certain things, like people would pray that they would gamble, right? And people would pray that they win the bet, when it's not just for you to do that in God's name. People would pray for the love of their life, while in the same breath they're smoking weed. People will pray to God while they're smoking weed. I used to do that. People will read the Bible and smoke weed at the same time. But 1 Peter 5:8 says, be sober, state of mind, because the devil's a roaring lion waiting to see who he can devour. So if you're going to intoxicate yourself and still try to pray to the higher power, and you'd be surprised, God can still give you blessings from that, because he knows that you're truly ignorant. But once you truly start to learn how you're living immoral, and then you still continue to do that, then the conviction is going to come, if you're lucky. Some people don't feel conviction. Some people have turned true reprobate. Some people wasn't raised with a lot of love, so as they get older and someone's telling you to worship God, you're an Israelite, they don't want to hear it. A lot of people don't want to accept it because they've had bad experiences. I grew up with a mother and a father, and I had a lot of love throughout my life. I never questioned their loyalty towards me. So, and I grew up in a Christian home, the black Christian home. So it's easier for me to, truly want to live a life with God, because I didn't have no true life or death situations and hardships as a child. But for people who didn't have what I had, who had one parent, who didn't have parents, who were raised by their grandparents, who had to get raised by Joe Blow down the street, they grew up, those people who grew up with a lot of loneliness and emptiness and they didn't have what I was blessed to have. You know, I can understand why it's harder for people to want to come around and live a righteous lifestyle. But God is knocking on your door every single day. I feel wind on me right now. You know, the wind is blowing away my sweat. You know, and that's God reminding me that He's real. Man cannot create nature. Man can alter nature. You know, man is trying to destroy nature as we speak, but God creates nature. God creates. You know, humans build upon. You know, humans, we haven't truly created anything. God allowed us to make something. You know, so with that being said, it's very hard for people to truly want to live their life for God because they may not have truly been taught how. And a lot of people have been lied to. Most of the world has been lied to about the gospel of Jesus Christ. So a lot of people, they don't really want to convert their minds and believe the real truth because they've been living a lie. And I was like that as well. You know, if you come across this video, you have to truly understand that living a righteous lifestyle, it comes with certain things. There's more commandments than just the 10 commandments that was written in the Bible. You know what I mean? There's more commandments throughout the Bible. You're not supposed to be out here having sex when you're not married. You're not supposed to be out here living in lustful thoughts. You're not supposed to be out here eating pork. You're not supposed to be out here not wearing fringes. You're not supposed to be out here, you know, overeating. You're not supposed to be out here practicing gluttony. You're not supposed to be out here worshiping false idols. You're not supposed to be out here worshiping music artists. You're not supposed to be out here doing a lot of things that people are doing as common practice right now. And it's not going to get you to the kingdom. And in fact, it's only going to cause you to be thrown into the lake of fire. You're gonna be right here burning. You know what I mean? Most people can't even touch a hot pot. Imagine sitting in a lake of fire, you know? And you have to truly prepare yourself to adopt a new way of living. And the only way you'll truly understand if you're living right or if you're living wrong is if you open up the Bible and you read it. I'm talking to myself as well because I also should read the Bible more, you know? I'm working on becoming a scholar in the truth. And if you're not aiming towards that, then you're falling behind. That's the duty of everybody. That's the duty of the Israelites, the people who were held in captivity. Black people, Black Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics. You are an Israelite, and it is your duty to spread the gospel of Jesus Christ the true way. Not no Virgin Mary. Not no Virgin Mary. I know Mexicans love to worship Virgin Mary. No, that's not it. Esau loved to praise white Jesus. No, that's not it. A lot of black people love to worship white Jesus because they're afraid of the repercussions of the truth. Do not worship these devils. The Bible is the only way that you can truly know who you are. You cannot be blessed in righteousness if you're living unrighteously. If you came across this video, Just Stand Television. God bless.